Well, long time no speak. I decided it's time to do an update on my anxiety and whatnot. And I'm happy to say things are going pretty good. Um, I am managing to do more on a lower dose of medication. So I'm by no means, able to go here, there, and everywhere, but just things that I would either avoid or I'd have to plan carefully so that I have enough medication, because obviously I only get a limited amount each month. So I used to have to choose things carefully so that I wouldn't run out. Well, at the moment I'm doing not massive things, but things, like I say, that I would either not do or I'd have to take into account, which, would take a chunk out of my medication. I'm doing those things on a half dose. So for me, for example, going out for a meal, which most people would, they enjoy and it's great and it's social and all the rest of it. Well, I think I've said before that when I get anxious, one of the first symptoms I get is my appetite just disappears. And I haven't got a big appetite anyway. So, because I'm actually seeing someone at the moment, I'm dating, and he doesn't live that close, so we only really see each other once or twice a week. And when he comes, he's a foodie, so he likes to go out to eat. So we've been going out for meals, and initially, I'm not going to lie, because it was, I'm first dating someone and I was nervous. I would take a whole lorazepam, which is 1 milligram, and that would see me through. And just lately I've been doing half, and sometimes taking, if I took the half too early, and then obviously we don't eat until later and it's starting to wear off, I have been prescribed, I get a lot of nausea, and I think it's my anxiety, but it's really it affects my appetite, and I was starting to lose weight and stuff, because one of my many fears is throwing up. I'll do anything I can to avoid it. So even if I felt the slightest bit icky, I'd think, oh no, I'm not going to eat because I might be sick. Well, I've been prescribed, what's it called? Metoclopramide, I think. Don't, sorry, I've got a bit of a runny nose. Don't quote me on that. Anyway, it's an anti-sickness, and it really helps, really does help. And so, like I say, if I took the half a pill too early and I start to feel a bit, I take that, and then I'm fairly certain that I'm going to be able to eat a meal, or even if I don't finish the whole meal, if I can, get a decent way through it, then I'm not too ashamed to, to be able to leave some. So, yeah, so I have been doing a bit more and doing things. I have been keeping to my exercise regime. Now, I would be one of the first people to admit I don't enjoy exercise. I don't. I used to think, I've got gym membership, and I used to think, go to the gym. I don't know. And obviously it would be sometimes anxiety provoking, because if I would start to work out to the point where I'm getting out of breath and stuff, like you're supposed to, I would get a bit panicky and think, oh God, if I get too out of breath and then I panic on top of that, I'm going to be in a real state and I might pass out and people are going to notice, and my brain would run away with me. So quite often I just wouldn't go at all. Lately, I've been thinking more about my health as I'm getting older, trying to eat a bit more wisely, and exercising, not just at the gym, which I'm only probably doing once a week. I am exercising at home and I've got a Fitbit, so it will tell me what my heart rate has done, how long I did it for, how many calories I've burned, which I'm not interested in. But yeah, and I really want to improve my butt. You know, everyone's all about the butt at the moment, and mine is kind of flat and not amazing, you know, by any stretch. And I don't think any woman's happy with their butt. But anyway, I've been trying to do lots of lunges and squats, and but also doing a bit of cardio and various things at home, usually only for about 20 minutes or so. But I figure that from going from doing pretty much sod all to doing 20 minutes most days, I must be doing some good. And I'm definitely, my legs, as much as they were always pretty skinny, they are firming up. I would say my thigh gap isn't quite as big, and my bum is, it's getting there. Small improvements, you know. So, and I would say, you know, people always rave on about, oh, exercise, oh, it makes you feel so good, da da da, you know. I hate to admit it, but I have to agree. I definitely feel better since exercising, just in general. Not a massive miracle, but I do feel more motivated, and I just feel better. I just feel better. And if I go a couple of days, like 2 days, without doing any exercise, I've got the urge to want to do it. Whereas in the past, when I've tried to stick to exercise regimes, oh God, I just couldn't keep it up. I just didn't get the buzz. But now I'm starting to get the buzz. I'm starting to kind of understand how people could get addicted, because you just, I don't know, you're just striving for something. You feel like you're bettering yourself and, you know, making improvements. And yeah, so I've been doing that. And my final bit of news, I don't want to speak too soon because who knows what could happen, but I have been a smoker, and with the nagging of my new partner, who recently quit smoking, I have decided to join him. And today is day one. Now, normally, I don't know how many cigarettes I would have had by now. I think it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I would have had a fair few, and I haven't had any. And I just bought ages ago, I bought this cheap little vape thing, and didn't really make a go of it the last time I tried. But today I feel a lot more, yeah, do you know what? I'm making all these improvements, and they're all good and they're all positive. So I'm gonna do this one, and I'm gonna really try and stick to it. Now, the first cigarette of the day, as any smoker would know, is like key. And I got up this morning and I thought, cup of tea, cigarette, and then I saw the vape. I'd purposely put my cigarettes away, out of view, and I saw the vape and I thought, yeah, I got to do it. I got to stick with it. I've got to do, yeah. And so I've stuck to it all day. And like I say, I'm not going to say, oh, that's it now, done. Fingers crossed, hopefully it will be. But so far, so good. I'm feeling, you know, I'm feeling up for it. I'm feeling like I want to do it. And I think being in the right frame of mind is everything. So yeah, all in all, just thought I'd kind of touch base, let you know what's going on, dating, exercising, improving my diet, and now quitting smoking. I'd say that's pretty positive. So I hope everyone else is doing good too. And if you want to comment, feel free.